don't take much strength to pull a trigger, but try and get up every morning.
And that's the real problem in society. It's so many fake people, man, and so people have grabbed on to so much fakeness. Fakeness has become the standard. Real, either to some people, real, you got to be either doing something that's so completely ignorant to be real. It's like real and fake has changed places. It's really some of these artists. You got the power to actually change communities. Not society as a whole, but just small communities. And if everybody just took leadership in a small area, the black community would actually be in a better place than what it is. And okay, but let's start with positivity. Let's just say, for starters, that blacks are doing well in the sense of improvement. Because you look at what we was doing in the 90s. And you look at what we're doing today, it's totally different. You can't say that we're in the same spot. So you got to give some type of credit right there and to say that we are actually coming up, we developing, and we doing things that we should be doing for the most part. But what about the people who actually has a need for a philosophy? They has a need for the truth, and the truth has the lies has blinded these people to so much to the point where truth is something like a foreign culture. Truth is something like another planet to these people. Because the lies has been going on for so long. When is somebody gonna say, hey, this is who you are, and not that? This is not who you are. When is this gonna be put out on forefront? Now it's time to start a revolution. It's time to stand up and take back what is ours in the sense of not material, not necessarily the land, but just take back the greatness, the spirit. Take back the spirit that belongs to us. Take back the energy that was robbed from us, though. Take back the knowledge. And claim it as our own, and say that this is us and we're different, and it can be us versus you, but we're not merging in though. Some kind of way. I've seen where people actually in one degree or another want to be white. They don't even want to be black, man. That's just what it is. Females don't want to. They some kind of way they've seen something and either jealousy. Maybe they're jealous. Maybe they've got to the point where they say that they don't want this no more. You want to move to a suburb. Why? Is it going to be more unity in the suburbs than it is in your own community? Do you think you're really going to be embraced? Are you fucking kidding me? Who are you as a person? How are you better? You feel better. You look better. You're more accepted. Look who you left behind, though. You mean the tip? So in other words, you just merged into another circle. You was never proud of where you came from the get-go. Why were you never proud of where you came from? Because you've been lied to as a child. We lied to our children on a day-to-day basis. Why are you sitting your child down with a white Santa Claus and I'm not taking pictures? If you're going to take a picture. If you're going to lie to your kids, tell them that all these icons, tell them that they black then. If you don't even know, say if you thought they was white for real, is you even asking these questions? But however, lie to them and tell them that they black. If you're going to lie to them, tell them that they black. Stop being fake. Get back to reality. This is the kind of way we got to get back to what's real. We gotta stop killing each other. We gotta stop killing each other. Why can't you see what's going on? Why can't you see that you can make it without committing crime? Why can't you see that? The reason why you're going to jail is because you don't know how to make money legally. Somebody gotta step up to the plate and say, this is how you make money legally. And it's not that hard. Actually, I've been in the streets, and when I was in the streets, it wasn't that much peace. Wasn't that much peace. You got to keep looking over your show. You got to keep doing this. But now that I'm out of the streets and I'm making legal moves, I've had way more than I had in the streets. Okay, if the police don't get you, then somebody that's going to be jealous going to come get you before they. What? So you say that, okay, the government, it's not our fault. The government put drugs in our community. Okay, all right. The government put drugs in our community. All right. Who told you to touch it? If I put a gun, if I put a trap, if I dig a hole right in front of your house, is you going to go around it or you going to go in it? Who told you to follow them? Who told you to go tamper with what they put in your community? Okay, they let it come in. All right. It's too tempting. It's too tempting for you to let it go. How can't you see that this is a tactic or a strategy to keep us down? Why you can't see that? Pay attention. But all of this starts from lies. Because this is the reason for telling lies. This is the reason they don't want you to know the truth. The reason they don't want you to know the truth is because if our little kids are born with the energy and the spirit that I am a king, that I am finna rise to the top, that I belong up here to the top, that I belong in power, that I supposed to be running a little region, I supposed to be running shit. I'm a little kid. When he's 5 years old, as soon as he get to comprehend any language, he's gonna actually take the fuck over. That's what they know. They know that we strive with a certain spirit that actually it's like you got water. and you put 1 scoop of coffee, you don't have water anymore. That's what it is. You don't have water anymore. So as soon as they let you, okay, so as soon as these kids know that I'm that coffee, and if a little bit of me get into anything that's liquid, we're gonna change the whole face of it. Because I'm just that strong, I'm just that powerful. So if they're born with that knowledge, and back to what we said, back to religion. That goes all back to religion. You're so fucking scared because the lie is so embedded in you that this is gonna happen. Okay, it's people that so hung up on the afterlife and what's gonna happen in the afterlife, but they don't even appreciate their own life. They appreciate an image and a vision of the afterlife, but they're not appreciating their own life that they can see with their own eyes. You got people that's saying Louis Vuitton is nothing wrong. Buy what the fuck you want to buy. You got money, buy what the fuck you want to buy. But it's people that can't afford to take care of themselves properly, and they can't even afford cars. They can't even afford the basics, but they walk around here Louis, Gucci, and Versace. You know, motherfucker, you not Italian. You not a motherfucking Italian. And when are we gonna start giving money away? When are we gonna start putting money into our own community? And see, that's why we at where we at now. That's why a black business open up right now and can't really afford to produce the products and give the service that he really want to give, because there's not enough people supporting him. Support him. Support him. Stop giving your money to these guys. Why you can't get that? They're not giving you no money. Besides when you goddamn work for them. Why you can't see that? Why is it so hard to see that that's what it is? That's just what it is. I'm not saying hate these people. I'm not saying go fight these people, because fighting will not solve any motherfucking thing. It don't solve anything for our own people. I mean, look what we're doing when we turn to violence. The violence destroys. We're not trying to destroy. We're trying to conquer. We got to fight to get it back to equality, to where we all, as a people, are doing business with each other, and everything is equal, and we're not, and no one is wrong. No one is taken from each other. No one has the upper hand. You don't, because they don't deserve the upper hand. You don't deserve the upper hand. You know what I mean? So some kind of way we got to get back, and it's all so we can get back to peace. Though that's the real method. That's the reason for revolution. And so we can get back to peace. And the reason for the lies, the reason why they would like to take us from the truth, is so we can't get back to the peace. Because us getting back to the peace would automatically mean victory. It would automatically mean leaving. It would automatically mean power. Because our race, our genetics are so strong. That's just what it is. So some kind of way we got to stop lying to our children first. First we got to start lying to ourselves. Okay? Stop lying to yourself. Stop lying to your children. Stop telling your children all this fake ass shit. I need the real people to stand up. I need the fake people to sit down, so we can actually, so when it's time for y'all to get wiped out. See, fake things get destroyed easily. Fake things don't last. You buy a brand new pair of Jordans, they'll last you 2 years. You buy a fake pair of Jordans, they'll last you 2 months. That's just what it is. They're not made out of the same material. So I need the people that's real, that's made out of something, to stand up, so I can recognize you, so I can say, hey, would you like to join this army? Would you like to join a revolution? Would you like to join a team of people that's moving and actually recruiting other entrepreneurs and young positive hustlers that's really doing things legally and really ready to grow and really ready to take back the communities. I mean, that's really what time it is. Technically speaking, that is what time it is, and there's no reason for you to think otherwise. I mean, I'm going to lose family, I'm going to lose friends, and I am ready to cut these people off anyway. I am ready. You know, in 1% or another, I'm ready to be ridiculed. I'm ready. I've already lived my life. I haven't seen everything I wanted to see, but I know that if I die today with the knowledge that I possess, and I haven't given it back to anybody, haven't given it back to anyone, then why did I ever accumulate the knowledge anyway? Because I never could do anything with the knowledge that would change the side of myself anyway. So it's time to give this knowledge back. It's time but it's also time to listen. I'm not the only one speaking in this matter. You've heard people, but you're so attracted to this bullshit on the radio. You're so attracted to this fake ass shit, you won't even listen to this, and that's part of the plan, to distract you from the truth. That's the whole thing. Listen, I repeat, if kids are born today knowing that I am, instead of thinking that you were born into something, instead of thinking that you think that I am the greatest thing, I am a part of the greatest thing ever, what would happen to society? Answer that question. Answer the damn question. That's just what it is. I mean, that's just something to think about. It's time for a revolution. I mean, that's just what it is. I mean, then we got to pay attention to really what's going on in society. I mean, mean, nowadays you got people that's so hung up on trying to look a certain way, be a certain way, have themselves fixed up to represent a certain image, when you don't realize that it's people that take you just like you are. And I'm speaking of the women, speaking of the men. I mean, on both sides. I mean, we limit ourselves. We tell ourselves that we're not going to start something until we get something else to start. Now, motherfucker, listen. You start with whatever you got. You start right now with whatever you got to reach whatever goal that you have in mind. Period. That's just point blank, period. Now, on top of that, we already been pointed out, we ain't gonna keep saying we got fake women out here. I mean, it's remote, but they know that it's easy for them to dress up and do this, that, and the other, and have weak-minded men take care of them, and this, that, and that. So it's a cycle, it's a game, but it's the wrong game you playing. While you playing this game, you distracted from what's really going on. So keep playing the game. You playing yourself. You playing yourself. Yeah, you playing yourself. And we have to pay attention to what's going on. We got to look at what's going on. You have to be aware. Got to be aware. I'm not saying that I'm perfect. I'm not saying that I got every answer, but I have been aware. I mean, I got a lot of them. And the thing about it is, I mean, some of this stuff I've been had whiff of, but I need to do some more research and do some more observation. I had to do some observation again and again and again until I actually finally realized that this is truth. That this is truth, and it's shown every day. It's shown every day. You just gotta pay attention to it. Now, you got these artists that's out there saying this and that, and you got other people that's following you and repeating. But if you said something that was meaningful, that can actually change their life and to actually help them see what's in them, and so they can get to where you at, then I'm finna give you a secret. I'm finna tell you a secret. Do you realize that we are up under? I mean, we're at war, of course. We're at war in a lot of different. I mean, we're at war. I mean, we're trying to get. I mean, we're at war, man. I mean, look at it. When last time you had a lot of cash money? Let's look at that. When have you had a lot of cash money? The 80s? If you really doing big, when have you had cash money? Oh, your money sitting in the bank. Okay, your money on a credit card. When last time you seen cash money? Did you realize when they stopped printing up money and start making it all digital that you are doing? At that point, you are doing. And though you still can make it, and with up under this system, you still can make it. But you're not going to make it if you've been distracted by all these false things that's already in society. You're going to be lost. You're not going to know what to do. You're going to be trying to check your card, and there's nothing going to be on there, because at that point, the government has really won at that point, though. At that point, they can click a button and cut every card off, cut everything off, and we're gonna let you do what we tell you to do at that point. If you want to eat, you do what we tell you to do. If you want to live, you do what we tell you to do. So we got to get prepared for that, and we got time. Why is still time? Because time is running out. I mean, if you can't see that, if you can't see where you had your hands on less paper dollars, I mean, why you can't see that? Why you can't see well? And now what's left over? We still deal with a lot of cash. We still doing a lot of drug dealing. We still doing a lot of hustling, hand to hand cash. But sooner or later, it's not going to be no more cash. And at that point, you're doomed if you don't know how to survive without it, because you got to pay attention to it. It's with the power will be not in your hands at that point. But if we're divided at that point, when the time comes, I mean, you hear about these chips, right? Okay, these chips in your arm, this and that. But when the time comes and we're divided, how will we survive? How will we survive? Because at that point, Gucci won't matter. Gucci shoes, Louis Vuitton and Prada and Fendi and Versace the clothing won't matter. None of this high dollar shit you talking about will matter. Your $400 weave won't matter. None of this bullshit is gonna matter when that time comes. When you hungry and you got to eat, you pawn every fucking thing that you have. You will get rid of every fucking thing that you thought that was fancy. Am I lying or not? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but when you get hungry, you start to sell them rims because they're not important from the get-go. You'll do anything to get some food at that point. I've been there. I'm not rich. I'm trying to tell you. I mean, I'm giving you the game. I mean, this is the game, though. Start fucking reading. Start educating yourself. Stop being manipulated. Stop making it so easy to be manipulated. Rise up. Stand up. If you real, then stand up. And stop destroying our communities. Tell your kid that the dream that Martin Luther King had, it was you. Tell him that. Tell him that you are that dream. That's what you tell him.